he continuously come after you. If he wants you down, you're going down. You know, there's no defense for that. You're going down. How many times, Eric, you've seen him fight? How many times will he continue?
Okay, going for skill 4 again.
That's what he needs to do. He ain't gonna stop. So
I think I can do much better than my last attempt.
Had a great game plan. It really was. You know, lure him into thinking that he can strike. Thank God I told him, don't get caught into that. Do not get caught into that, because this guy's got some serious power, and he can take a good shot. And obviously, after hearing what I heard about his teammates saying that I was correct on my assumption how good that he was, and he was. For us, he was the most dangerous of the 3 that were available outside of Max, of course.
Yeah, I thought it was brilliant that Al was talking smack to him on the feet because he see the ego coming into play a little bit, and even though he was getting roughed up, he just spoke to Al. His face was a mess, but that was his best chance. He didn't have much of a chance on the ground. So,
oh no!
Try to
restart.
At any point, did you think that Khabib was in trouble at all?
No, I never thought he was in trouble at all. But you know what? It's like that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
You're never in trouble. You never and all of a sudden one shot gets through and you're done. And a guy like Al can take you out with one shot, in my opinion. So that's what my concern was. That but think about this, okay? And think about for me as a coach.
4.
My father lets his son come all the way over here to train with me, okay? And here I am telling this kid, hey, go swing with this guy, swing for the fences because you can. Because I knew he could, right? And all of a sudden, when that shot gets in, now I got to answer to his father. How good is that going to look on me? You know, here I am, his father trusts me with his son that knows that I'm going to do the right thing, and here I do the opposite. I do the opposite of what his father would want. That's very disrespectful, and there's no way in hell I was going to go and do that. There's no way in hell to do that. On top of the fact the right game plan was to take him down because he is dangerous. He's a very dangerous opponent who has power, and I knew he could take a shot. I mean, he hits hard, but he's not super hard country yet. A lot of times people forget. I say it all the time, Eric. I said it to you. He's growing. He's growing. He's not no great striker yet, but he's growing. He's getting better every time, you know? And think about this. You've seen him with his last fight, right? And everybody's going, oh, my God, look how, because he stuck to the game plan. That one there, Barboza, he did not deviate from the game plan. He stuck to it. Had he done that stuff to Barboza that he did with Al, oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. That would have been bad.
Yep, I was thinking of that as well. So I want to ask you about his dad and your relationship with his dad, because it's very clear how close they are and how influential he is on Khabib. Like he was on our show last week in studio, and it's crystal clear how important his dad is. How do you manage that? Because like when I put those names opponents, you get on the phone with his dad. Are you able to communicate with him to devise a game plan? How do you manage? Because typically, like with the PC, you're the head coach, you do your thing. But here you have to, you have to work with his father. It's very important. How do you do that?
Actually, I don't. I've never spoke to him one time about game planning. I never spoke to him about anything. I just want what he wants. You know exactly what he wants. I know what he wants me to do without ever talking to him. Because I know his son. I know his son's strengths. I know how his father would want things done, and I want the same thing because we kind of have the same mentality of how to attack in the fight. And so I don't need to talk to his dad. And I know his dad knows that I'm doing the right thing for his son, and all the other fighters that his dad allows to come train at my academy. He knows that I will take care of them, and I have, and I've done the right thing by all of them, and I will continue. I will continue to do that. But I've never spoken to him. I love the guy. I think the most highest respect for him. I think he's a great, great coach. And he's also a great human being for allowing his guys to come and train with me.
Well, so you never actually had a conversation with him, or just not about game planning?
I've had conversations when he was here at my gym, when he was able to come here, and with utmost respect for him, and the same likewise, he gave me the same respect I gave him. And I've talked to him, we've discussed things that he watched me in action. He watched what I did, and he told Khabib, I'm very comfortable with you. I know he will do the right thing by you.
What was it like when he called you up and for you, after everything that you guys have been through? I know you haven't been with him for his entire life like his dad, but you've been through a lot with him. The ups and the downs, the injuries, the time off. He wins the belt, he calls you up, he gives you that respect. What would that whole seem like to you afterwards?
It's kind of surreal in a way to have a fighter go out and give you the kind of respect that he gives me. It's like I feel like I'm his father. And actually, I just a little teary because I watched his father recently. They sent the video of his father dancing and released him, kind of tear up.
Wow. They filmed his dad reacting to the win?
No, they just did a celebration, and his father was doing their traditional dance, and
wow.
It teared me up.
Wow. And then when he's like taking the time to to sort of give you that shine, those props. That's not, you know, a lot of fighters. Some are bad people. They don't think like he does. The first 2 minutes of his post-fight interview was him giving props to all the members of his team. That says a lot about Khabib, in my opinion. For you, what was that moment like?
You know, a lot of people go, it's about time, and I'm like, hey, you guys don't understand. These guys have a lot going on in their mind. They all think that. It's hard for them to come out and thank their coaches. Like they all want to do that. All these guys do. All my guys are that way. But, man, you know, Ariel, you've interviewed a lot of people. It's so difficult to do it on that moment, you know. You forget everything, you know. So, like, DC is becoming such a great commentator and everything that DC does. And DC knows that being in the limelight all the time, DC knows you got to practice this stuff. You can't, it just doesn't come out come fight time. Yeah. So you better practice what you want to say after speech, after fight speech, because if you don't, you'll forget. You'll forget. That's why I don't know if you remember, but I used to tell Cain Velasquez after his fight, don't forget to thank Dwayne Zinkin. Don't forget to thank, you know, your father, this and that. Don't forget to thank these people. So I would whisper in his ear and I'd tell him that. And if you notice on this one with Khabib, I said to him, hey, don't forget to thank so-and-so, you know, and he did, you know. But if I wouldn't have said that, I'm not sure he would have said that.
After the fight,
the family member.
Sure. Yep. After the fight, Khabib once again expressed his desire to fight George St. Pierre. How do you feel about this? He really wants to fight GSP. I spoke to GSP. Right now, he said, you know, I think that he has other business to take care of, and that's all he said. What do you think? Do you think that this is an idea that's even, you know, plausible?
I think it's possible, but I think GSP's so smart that he knows that he wants to see how the momentum keeps going, and I think that it could be built into something huge for GSP. But also, if you follow GSP like I have also, like you have too, he's a man that takes this crap very serious. He wants to make sure that his weight and his health is very good before he takes that as an undertaking, because, you know, George isn't going to come out and just in 3 months fight you. No. He's going to calculate this. He's going to go every little bit, every chance he gets. He's going to drop the weight properly. He's going to be where he needs to be. I followed all his interviews. I've seen what he's done. He's a very smart individual, and he doesn't take it very lightly. He loves to win. He doesn't like to lose. So he doesn't like to even see the chance out there, the chance of him losing. He won't do it. He will not do it. And so he knows right now if he was to fight Khabib, it would be dangerous for him.
31-125.
Okay, so let me ask you this. George St. Pierre, Conor McGregor, Tony Ferguson. If you had your way, if Khabib came to you and said, Coach, who do I
There
fight
it is.
next? Who do you pick?
GSP.